case for communication, creativity, and commerce. However, social media also is a breeding ground in the forms of exploitation and misconduct. And for tonight, we will be discussing two crucial issues, which are the promotion of sexual content and online sexual harassment. Before we delve into these interesting topics, we are joined by two participants, which are participant A, Azan Kimi, and participant B, Faris Afwan. Now let's begin our first discussion by addressing the first topic, which is promoting sexual content. So Kimi, based on your understanding of sexual content, what do you think about it and the advantages of the promoting sexual content?
Okay, thank you for moderator. In this generation, social media has undeniably become a space where sexual content is widely shared, often in ways that blur the line between freedom of expression and exploitation. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter have algorithms that quite frequently reward sensational and socially suggestive content with greater visibility and engagement. There's a booming market for selling explicit content that indirectly funnels audience towards platforms like OnlyFans or adult sites. Social media has become the pipeline. Now, if we look at the survey data, it gives us a clearer picture of how people actually perceive and experience social media. Based on the responses shown in the chart, 56% of participants believe that protecting privacy on social media is important to maintain control over personal information and online regulation, while 32% say it's to ensure safety and 12% to avoid cyber stalking or harassment.
Those are interesting points shared from Kimi. So, for participant B, based on your personal understanding, how do you view this kind of issue?
Okay, it's incredibly concerning. Nowadays, normalization of sexualized content continues to result in the expectation, especially among teenagers. Based on my experience as an expert, mostly teenagers feel the pressure to limit what they see to accepted and desirable. This condition can lead to other mental health, such as light depression, anxiety, and loss advertising. Moreover, the presence of such content can also attract the wrong attention. Users they often not realize by sharing suggestive photos, even innocently, they become target to predator and unwanted sexual attention. So they claim the platform and social media are safe space, but in reality, we can see the moderation is weak and accountability is minimal.
Yes, I agree with you, Safwan, because what you said just now is an unarguable opinion, because platforms nowadays, they don't usually take down the sexual content because they lack the idea of being aware and things that are being shared. But Kimi, do you think platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook should be more strict on what people post? Because, as you know, there are also kids at the age of 5 to 10 that are also using online platforms for fun and interesting content. But what do you think will happen if they are exposed to unwanted contents?
It's a delicate balance. I believe regulation must be nuanced. instead of outright censorship, platforms should implement transparent moderation policies and age-sensitive content filters. Additionally, algorithms should not prioritize provocative content just because it's profitable. Ethical AI use should come into play.
Okay, we should agree and understand in this issue. And beyond the moderation, there must be education. Young users need to understand digital footprint, consent, and the dangers of overexposure.
Tak ulang sama kan lagi.
Okay. We should agree and understand in this issue. And beyond the moderation, there must be education. Young users need to understand digital footprint, misalnya konten.
Ni baru 15 minit ni. Baru 15 minit.
Boleh buat ni?
Baru.
Bukan lebih orang untuk keseluruhan.
Tak, itu kalau orang tak ada itu 20 minit. Kalau ramai, kalau sikit kita 15 tak silap. Kira seorang 5 minit lah.
Yalah.
Tapi kita ada berhenti-berhenti pun baru 15 minit.
Oh, faham.
Sama ada kau cakap slow-slow, tak pun kau cakap lagi tapi isi banyak ikut kan.
Easy.
Kau kacik ke apa-apa yang boleh kacik, tak kisah apa.
Okay.
Steady. 1, 2, 3.
We should agree and understand in this issue. Beyond the moderation, there must be education. So, young users need to understand the free consent and the danger of overexposure. That's why I want to state that social media literacy should be a part of school curriculum.
Thank you, participant B. I deeply acknowledge the points that you shared just now. And for participant A, I really want to ask you one question. That is, do you think that the reporting tools on online platforms are function as they are supposed to take down a specific content or content that are violent?
Okay, based on my survey, 60% people choose sometimes low or inconsistent depending on the platform, and 24% choose one platform, yes, one platform, and
consolidation. What works is that reporting mechanisms are often inadequate, and many field hackers were authorities or platform don't take action. There are also issues image-based abuse, more commonly known as revenge porn. Once something is online, it's nearly impossible to erase. The shame and stigma attached to insider victim.
Alright, thank you so much for breaking down your points. So now, for participant A, Nazim, what do you think can be done for people to avoid from being harassed?
Most platforms are reactive rather than proactive. They claim to have community guidelines, but enforcement is inconsistent. AI moderation often fails to detect context, while human moderators are either overwhelmed or undertrained. There are also jurisdictional challenges. An offender in one country might arrest someone in another, and law enforcement cooperation is limited. The platform has global reach but apply uneven protection. One partial solution is mandatory identity verification for accounts that engage in messaging or explicit content. One partial solution is mandatory identity verification for accounts that engage in messaging or explicit content. While this raises privacy concerns, it could deter anonymous abuse. Okay, looking at survey data, 41.7% of respondents believe the best way to prevent online harassment is to strengthen privacy setting on all social media accounts. Meanwhile, 37.5% suggest blocking or reporting suspicious accounts immediately, and 20.8% emphasize the importance of educating family and friends about online safety. These numbers reflect a clear message. Users want more control and awareness, not just automated moderation. People are actively seeking ways to protect themselves, but they need platforms to provide better tools and stronger systems to make those efforts effectively. Additionally, when participants were asked about how to prevent the spread of misinformation, the majority emphasized the need to fact-check information before sharing it online. This ties back to the same idea that awareness and responsibility are the most powerful tools we have in maintaining a safe and healthy online environment. So, combining both findings, it's evident that online safety and privacy protection depend not only on platform enforcement but also on users' education and accountability. While regulation and technology play a role, the culture of this digital responsibility starts with the users themselves.
Alright, thank you, Jimmy, for the full explanation. From here, we could understand that it is important to be aware when we are on social media platform, because people will always want to take advantage of us for their satisfaction. So now for the next question, what do you think should be the next step in solving this issue?
For my opinion is medicine play a role in society to stop victim. They are to often question why did you post that instead of why did someone feel entitled to harass you. So we need to control the shift online and offline toward consent, respect, and empathy.
What a great idea from you, participant B. It is agreeable that nowadays people can't blame others because sometimes things happen also because of them, and some people does not really realize it. So we shouldn't always play as a victim, and also realize that we also have to play a role in keeping ourselves safe. So for today's forum discussion has come to an end. Thank you to both of our participants for sharing their ideas thoughts. It is clear that the use of social media to the promotion of sexual content or online sexual harassment is a complex issue because in this generation, promoting sexual content is not being promoted by people who are in their 20s or 30s. It is also being promoted by teenagers who are in the range of between 13 years old and 15 years old, and this really raises a concern. And also, it goes in the same way as online sexual harassment. Kids or even teenagers are also able to do those kind of things, and people wouldn't feel safe to go around in public alone. So we as an individuals who are not under the influence of those kind of things should play a role in keeping others who wants to be safe and needs to be safe from those kind of things. So for participant A, do you have any final words?
Okay. For me, let's not forget, social media can be a tool for good, but like any tool, it must be widely responsibly by users and creators, alike and regulated fairly by the companies profiting from our digital life.
And for participant B, do you have any final words?
I just notice to all and anyone suffering suddenly from online harassment, remember that you are not alone. Seek help, speak up, and remember what happened in online is just what happened offline.
Thank you again to both our participants, and this concludes our forum on understanding the use of social media. Thank you. Alright, Naim. Hi, my name is Irfan. Today I want to interview you and ask you a few questions that is regarding the abuse of social media. So first question is, what are the possible consequences of this virus times or the lessons that people can learn from it?
So, in my opinion, many students suffer a lot of injuries, like physical injuries. Maybe suffer psychological trauma, and yes, I think that's my opinion.
I agree with you because nowadays people may do a lot of dangerous and stupid stuff without thinking. Alright, so for the second question is, how can parents and guardians protect children from online predators?
So, what parents can do is use a family link that Google provide to put it in kids' Google account. So, what family link do is filter the content, like block the certain website, the website, or make a downtime for kids so they don't use the phone every day. So yes. That's all from me.
Alright, thank you, Naim. Hi, Akil. Today I want to interview you and ask you 2 questions. So the first question is, based on your knowledge, do you think people are more into pornography because there are sexual content that are being promoted on platforms such as on OnlyFans and Twitter?
From what I've been seeing nowadays, people would be more into pornography because all of the influencers that are famous are promoting their OnlyFans and Twitter all around the world, and they make it like the pornography stuff like a normal things in our world nowadays. So the young generations, the Gen Z and the generations that are gonna come will think that these things are like already the what do we call it? They are used to it, so they will think, oh, pornography is fine. So that's there will be more to the pornography stuff.
Right, thank you. Now for the second question is, do you think the violence or dangerous act that are being done in the movies and real life influences nowadays youth?
That's kind of hard question. I mean, like there is possibilities that the kids and people that watch the gore movie and stuff like that will actually do it in real life. But I think the basic, like the starting of all things will go to their parents, their teachings. So if their parents teach them right, they will not going to do that, and they will know that the thing is wrong, so they wouldn't do it. But there is possibility, so I cannot say for sure. But yeah, there is possibility.
Alright, okay, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Hi Adisha, today I want to interview you and I will be asking 3 questions. So the first question is it safe for people to go to public places alone while knowing that there are people out there with a mindset to do unexpected things to their potential victim?
For me, it depends on some people because most of the people love to hang out themselves, but I think it is more important is you know how to avoid and you know how to prevent yourself to get some bad stuff that happen to you. Yes.
Alright, I agree with you because anything could happen to us, right? Even doesn't matter the gender, whether if you are male, female, you go anywhere, there are still people who are going to target you. So now for the second question is, do you think all influencers nowadays play a good role on social media?
For me, I think some of influencer that spread a good things to the viewers, but other times we seems that got a little bit some influencer that spread the bad thing, and I think it's not good to spread the bad things to viewers because we don't know that what average age that views your content or use the social media. So I think it's bad, yeah.
Yes, because nowadays, even in Malaysia, there are influencers out there that are promoting stuff that they aren't supposed to because they are trying to follow the trend out there, like in Europe or some countries like United States. Because influencers out there, they are not like Malaysia. We have strict rules and religions that we have to stick to, religions rules. And in United States, they are free to do anything that they want. Hi Fit, today I want to interview you by asking you 2 questions. So the first question is, how can we be safe without having to feel worried when we are traveling alone?
Thank you, Irfan. So for the answer, I think we can feel safe when we travel by group because in group our power is more, and maybe it can comfort our feelings that we can be safe by traveling in group.
Alright, that's a good answer. Because it's better to go in groups, right? Because we have friends that can accompany us to go anywhere that we want. So the second question is, when a person sexually harasses someone, why does the victim somehow falls for it and agrees to give what the assailant wants?
I think, from my point of view, I think it's because maybe the person who do it, they might feel threatened. Maybe before this, she or he has shared personal information, and the bad guy used the information to threaten them. So one or not, they have to follow what the bad guy want.
Alright, thank you Afiq. I appreciate your time. So, hi Afi. Today I want to interview you by asking you 2 questions. So the first question is, recently in Malaysia, there was a news about a male student who killed a female student after killing 2 male students. And it happened because of a violent online game. Do you think this kind of incident could happen again since there are tons of people who play violent games and also under the influence of content creators who publishes gore content?
Yes, I think incident like that could happen again because there are still many young people who play violence game and seeing gore contents online. It can influence weak-minded player and make them act aggressively and lose control of their emotion.
I see, because nowadays people are easily influenced and anything could happen, and who knows what people think, right? So it is impossible for people to do unexpected things like torture other people, even at young age. A kid is also possible at doing anything since people wouldn't expect them to do things that will act suspiciously. So now for the second question is, when you think about the incident of a schoolgirl who was raped by 4 of her seniors, how corrupted do you think are the youth nowadays?
I think that incident shows how youth today have already lost their moral values and empathy. It reflects negative influences, lack of guidance, and misuse of freedom can lead to serious corruption in their behavior.
Alright, that's all for our interview, and thank you for sharing your opinion and your time. Hi Zini, thank you for lending me your time so that I can interview you. I want to ask you 2 questions regarding the abuse of social media. So the first question is it a risk to always rely on news that are published on social media instead on newspaper?
Okay, from my perspective, I think it might be a risk because social media, we don't know they provide the valid information or not. So instead of we trust 100% to the social media, we can trust the information from news from the government.
Alright, now for the second question is, how can a minor avoid when they are being targeted by a predator on social media?
Okay, for me, the minor can prevent it from happen. Maybe they can tell someone they trust, for example, their friends or parents and lecturer. So they can ask advice or something that might help them to avoid these things from happen to them.
Alright, thank you, Zini.
Hi, my name is Nazim Nazmi from DHH, and this is my guest that I want to introduce today. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Umar.
Okay. The first question is, what's your opinion on the increasing amount of sexual content on social media?
I think sexual content in social media is going to me too much because it's becoming
Question is, in your opinion, what are the main factors that drive individuals to promote sexual content on platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter?
Many people doing it for destination, likes, money, or followers.
And the last question is, how do you think authorities or social media platforms should control or filter sexual content without violating users' freedom or expression?
Platform should use safety guidelines like strict filters, especially for underage like that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Like opening.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazim Nazmi from DHH. Today I will review my special guest. He is Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazim Nazmi from DHH. Today I will review my special guest. He is introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Rebecca and I'm from the HHD in Herbal Science.
Okay. First question is, what do you think about people who like to post sexual content on social media?
I think students feel want to post sexual content on social media because sometimes students are feel lonely and do not anything to do. So that students want to creative idea and more negative to think and do negative content on social media.
Question number 2 is, do you think that kind of content can have a negative influence on university students?
Sometimes you can see when a student start to show their negative vibe or attitude, such as anything about sexual issue, and they make we not handle it. Yeah.
Okay, the last question is, what do you think students should do when they come across sexual content on social media?
Okay, I think students can always blog, like, and don't follow anything on social media that not good influencer. Besides, students also should to blog and report their sexual or negative content to make good life in the future. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi girl. Okay, today I have 2 questions that I want to ask you. Okay, the first question is, based on your understanding, what is the meaning of abuse of social media in today's digital context?
In my opinion, the definition of the terms about abuse of social media is a misuse of online platforms, such as giving negative comments about sexual harassment on someone's post, or spreading their images on the media without their permission.
Okay. For the next question is, if you have been sexually harassed on online platform, what encourages the person to do so?
I think the person that sexually harass on someone, it is because they want to see what they never see, such as explore something new. And I think those people live a life with no boundaries, which makes them do, or which makes them think that they can do anything freely, leading to do inappropriate things.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum and hi Amin. Okay, today I have two questions that I want to ask you. Okay, the first question is, why do dangerous stunt and challenges trend so easily on social media?
Thank you for that question. For my opinion, why the dangerous stunt is more easy to spread in social media, because when people see the video, it's maybe people see it's more easy to do. But the other things that stunt is very hardest, because if you make a wrong step, it will be dangerous for your body, can damage internal or external.
Okay, for the next question is, to you, why is the promotion of sexual content on social media a growing concern?
In my opinion, it's to ensure our next generation not normalize sexual content on their media social, to keep their own privacy safely. That's all.
Okay, thank you Amin for answering my question.